Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I've got 15 dynamic ball mastery skills, really simple ones, but they're going to improve your confidence and comfortability on the ball. So you don't need any other equipment other than a football today, so let's get right into it.
Exercise 1 is toe taps. So we are using the sole of both feet, but we're trying to use more towards the front of the foot right beneath the toes to push it forwards, which is why it's called toe taps. And with this one, you can actually work forwards and backwards if you want to add even more of a challenge. Just getting a rhythm, exchanging the ball between your feet, getting an equal amount of reps on both sides. I'd recommend trying to complete each of these exercises for 20 to 30 seconds. The second exercise is inside. So we're only using the inside of both feet, pushing the ball across our body and slightly diagonal out in front of us to keep the ball moving forwards. So as you can see here, we're not tapping the ball, but we're really pushing it. So we keep in contact with that ball and then we release it to the opposite foot so that we can keep close control. Keeping upright, slight bend in the knees, low center of gravity. Again, going for 20 to 30 seconds forwards and backwards. Exercise 3 is the inside-outside single leg. So we take an inside touch with the foot and then with the same foot take an outside touch. So we're moving the ball out in front of us almost in diagonal movements, and then we're keeping the ball moving. We're going to go all right foot and then we exchange feet and then do it with our left as well. It's definitely important with all of these exercises to get a balance with both feet. You're going to be a lot more confident in those tight space situations if you're balanced on both sides. Exercise 4 is inside outside, but we're alternating feet this time. So it's the same thing, taking an inside touch, outside touch with both feet, but then after each movement, so one rep with the right foot, we're going to exchange and go on to our left. So a little bit more coordination needed. I would recommend having a slight bend in the knees. It's going to help you with your control and also help you be more agile, but we're going back and forth for 20 to 30 seconds. Number 5 is sole rolls. So we're rolling the ball across our body and then exchanging feet, and with that opposite foot we're pushing it forward slightly with the inside of the foot to keep the ball moving. So as you can see, slight bend in the knees, rolling it across, hopping in between to exchange feet, and then a slight push forwards. So again, 20 to 30 seconds, slight bend in the knee, getting an equal amount of touches with both feet. Number 6 is inside, outside. So we take an inside touch with one foot, an inside touch with the opposite foot, then with that opposite foot we're taking another touch with the outside of the foot. Then with that foot again we take another inside touch, push it across our body to the opposite side and repeat with that foot as well. So we're getting a good balance of touches here, and what I would recommend on that outside touch, right before you take it, almost perform a little body feint movement as well. So make it look like you're going to take that ball across your body with the inside and then quickly exchange it to the outside of the foot, nice low center of gravity, and push out in the opposite direction. Number 7 is the mini Cruyffs. So as you can see here, we're pushing it out diagonally with the outside of my foot. Then with that same foot, we're hooking it with the inside of the foot behind our opposite standing leg. But it's not a really aggressive chop. We're just doing it lightly because we want to keep close control and get in a rhythm. Going up, back and forth, slight diagonal movements with the ball, pushing it from one side to the other behind the opposite standing leg. So it's kind of like a mini chop, a mini Johan Cruyff turn, just getting a rhythm, equal amount of reps on both sides. Number 8 is stepovers. So we take a light touch with the outside of the foot, then with that same foot we go all the way around the front of the ball with the step over. Making sure we're going around the front of the ball and not over it. We want to step around the ball to protect it. Even though it's called a step over, the foot needs to go in front because that's going to protect the ball and also allow you to plant your foot quickly, get a slight bend in the knee to make the defender thinking you're going one way, and then you accelerate in the opposite direction, just taking a light touch with the outside of the foot. Number 9 is L drag. So again, pushing the ball out diagonally with the outside of the foot, then we place our foot on top of the ball, drag it back towards us, transfer it to the inside of that same foot and push it behind our standing leg to perform the L drag. and then we're going to take an outside touch with the opposite foot and repeat on both sides. So again, it's not a really aggressive cut. We're trying to keep close control of it, just working on that movement. So dragging it back, little inside touch, and then repeat both directions. Number 10 is V-cuts. So all we're doing is pulling the ball back towards us diagonally 45 degrees, and then we're transferring it to the inside of the same foot and then pushing it out 45 degrees in the opposite direction. So we're really creating that V shape with the ball. This time we don't need to take an extra touch in between because we're already pushing that ball out diagonally, so we can transfer the ball directly from one side to the other with each V-cut. I'd recommend going 20 to 30 seconds with this one, making sure we're getting equal amount of reps on both sides. If you need to take an extra touch in between, that's absolutely fine, but try and get to this point eventually. Number 11 is alternate V-cuts. So kind of like the V-cuts, we're creating that V shape with the ball, but this time we're transferring the ball from one side of the body to the other using both feet. So we drag it back with one foot, usually our outside foot, and then we're transferring it to the inside of the opposite foot and pushing it 45 degrees in the opposite direction to complete the V shape. So a little bit of sole roll action, but instead of rolling it across our body, we're deliberately rolling it back towards us 45 degrees like a defender's stuck out their foot. So we roll it back beyond their foot and then push it in the opposite direction to get past them. Exercise 12 is the roll step over. So using the sole of the foot, we're rolling the ball forwards 45 degrees diagonally, and then our opposite foot steps over the ball. This time, instead of going from inside to outside with the step over, we're going from outside to inside. So really stepping across that ball, rolling it through our legs. Thirteen is the fake shot croquetta. So a little bit more complicated now, but these are all movements we've already done in the previous exercises. Now we're just piecing them together. So we take an outside touch and then an inside touch with that same foot to hook it across our body. Then we perform a croquetta to push it back in the opposite direction. Then a forward touch with the inside of the opposite foot, and then we repeat on both sides. With this one, just start off slowly until you've got it down, and once you increase in confidence with it, you can increase the speed as well. We're getting a good balance on both sides here. Definitely important to have a low center of gravity to keep control of the ball, going back and forth for 20 to 30 seconds. "14 is the roll inside inside. So we're rolling the ball diagonally, then stepping over the ball slightly, and then we're taking 2 inside touches. So as you can see, we roll, step over, then inside of the opposite foot, back across, and then we take 1 more inside touch so that we end up with the ball on the opposite side, so that we can repeat the exercise with both feet. Once again, so important to have a slight bend in the knees. That's going to help you so much with your control and your agility, so that you can remain balanced and in full control of that ball throughout, making sure we're getting a good balance on both sides so we're comfortable with both feet. And number 15 is the rolled inside outside. So we're performing that roll movement again, where we roll it to the inside and step over with the same foot. This time we take a touch with the inside of the opposite foot, then immediately an outside touch with that same foot. So instead of pushing it back across our body, we're making it seem like we're going to push it back across our body, but then we're taking another outside touch to get it on the opposite side so we can repeat with both feet. Once again, very important to have a low center of gravity, especially for these last 3 moves, getting a good balance on both sides so that we feel comfortable in tight situations with both feet.
So there we go, guys, 15 easy dynamic ball mastery skills to increase your confidence on the ball. And if you want to take your ball mastery to the next level, make sure you check out my training programs, Maestro and Maestro 2.0, 7 days in length with over 50 exercises per program. I'm going to put links to those in the description below. Also, you can check out day 1 for absolutely free on my YouTube channel by clicking the link above. But if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button for weekly training videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.